I just realized there are almost 200 podcast episodes of our podcast, and I've been recording the daily podcast episodes for the past 2 months, every day releasing an episode. And sometimes I look at this consistency and it still shocks me. How did I manage to get to the point where I can commit to something and stick to it? No matter how I feel on a given day, I will still do it. And then it still always boils down to that framework, to the MAP framework. And I truly believe that the mindset, action, purpose framework is the key to achieving any dream outcome in your life. So let me explain a bit if it's the first time you're hearing about this framework. So the first part of the framework, the M stands for mindset. Mindset is something that once you make something non-negotiable, you know that you'll keep showing up, you will keep doing it the best you can until you're done, not until you're tired. And then you're constantly training that muscle. You're constantly challenging your limiting beliefs. You value yourself for being a learner, and you value growth mindset. That's something that you've adopted, and that helps you to keep going. And with the podcast story, that's exactly the mindset that I have adopted, because I know that I will record a podcast episode a day, no matter what. It's a non-negotiable for me. I know that some days the episodes will be better, some days will be worse, but overall the trajectory is upwards. And if I keep putting in the work, I'll be getting better. And that's what keeps me going. So that's the first part of the framework. The second part is action. So with the podcast episodes, it's super clear what is exactly the action that I need to be taken, which is as simple as I need to take out my phone. I need to think of the topic of today's episode. Usually I'm reflecting on my day before that and record an episode, and then take a few editing steps, posting steps, and it's out. So what I need to do, how I need to do it, where I need to do it is super clear. And that also is a very important part in order to be able to take action consistently. Because if we don't know what is the action, or we have any confusion, it will create a bit of tension, and that tension will actually stop us from taking action. And whenever we need to take action, we don't want any tension, because we'll need to spend energy to actually dispel that tension and convince ourselves to take action, instead of using that same energy and time on taking action. And the last part of the MAP framework is P, purpose. So the purpose is very important, because you also need to know your why. Why is it that you want to be doing what you're doing at the moment? Why is it important for you? And that why needs to be a real one. For me, with the podcast, I do believe that it's one of the best ways I can touch people's hearts, minds, and change people's lives. I really feel that purpose as a little fire in me, and I do believe that it's helping me and it's driving me so much to also push through any of the challenges that are coming my way, and to keep going, to keep creating these daily episodes. Because I think the purpose in life is, in general, to serve people, and I do believe that through this podcast episodes I'm connected to my true purpose. And there is nothing that makes me happier than someone reaching out and saying, "Oh my God, I listened to your podcast episodes and it resonated so much with me. It was exactly something that I needed to hear." Then my whole world just makes sense, and I'm so happy whenever I feel this connection with my purpose. So with the podcast episodes, I have all three elements of the framework working together to keep me accountable, to keep me going. And that's why I am achieving my dream outcome. I am releasing those podcast episodes daily. I'm able to do it on a continuous basis for as long as it takes, which could be years, decades. I'll keep on going, and I'll keep on doing that because I have all of the elements. And I think this was just such a practical example for us to look at in today's podcast episode, because I'm sure that it's not, whenever you're struggling to see some results, or you are not where you'd like to be in terms of your progression to your dream outcome, whatever the dream outcome is, because the framework works the same whether it is your income level goals, whether it is your relationships, whether it is your purpose, your career, whether it is your side hustle, whatever it is, the framework is still the same. Do you have all of those elements in place? Do you have the mindset, the action, the purpose in place? Because if you don't, it will be really hard to achieve the dream outcome of yours. But once you have all of them, it just flows. So let me know. I have currently a special deal at the moment. So if you're interested, you can get the course where I actually explain all of the elements of the mindset, of the action, of the purpose framework with lots of interactive tools. And also you'll get a chance to win the 4 one-on-one coaching sessions if you enter until 25th of August. So if it's something that you're interested, click the link in the description box, check it out, because I would be so excited to bring you closer to your dream outcome. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and if you did enjoy it, I hope to see you in the next episode tomorrow.